Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is, all right? It's Monday. It's the day everyone hates, all right? Oh, Lord. Here we go goddamn again, bitch. Here we go. Ah.
Like a mighty long beams like
So look, right? It's Monday. Get used to it. We're all here. We're all doing this together. You might as well get over it. Now, currently with me right this second, I'm waiting on my truck to get a jump. So I decided to come to the parking lot and do what I'm really good at, which is shoot content on a Monday. Anyway, right? So he sends me this text message about, I guess women will submit to the man that they want to submit to, right? Now, me personally, I want to attack that from a different angle because the word submission, has a bad connotation with it, meaning, if you tell women that they should be submissive, it kind of gets looked at as if, ow, and I bit my fucking tongue. If you tell women to be submissive, it kind of it doesn't necessarily mesh well, I think. I get the point that guys are making when they say it. What I'm saying is it sounds like you're asking to, be weak to some extent, which, honestly, I'm not challenging the word. What I'm saying is I wanted to be able to, for people that listen to me to absorb it, pretty much is what I'm getting at. And I hate holding my phone with the back-facing camera because it feels weird. But no, right? A person's not gonna, or a woman specifically, is not gonna take that well. That's like if you ask a man to be, submissive. And most men are not designed to be submissive, but I'm just saying, if you ask someone to, I guess, tone their personality down for the other person, I guess it doesn't absorb very well. And so I just want to give my take on this candidly. Now, as far as being, submissive, I think people are submissive to the relationship. Because my homeboy always says that when me and him talk, he's always like, look, bro, you submit. And I be looking at him like, no, the hell I don't. But when you think about it in the grand scheme of things, and, just the whole thought of it all together and the whole notion and everything, I think both parties submit to the relationship. And what I mean to that is, we both play different roles in it. Her role might be more of a supportive role, or my role might be more of a step in front of really big problems kind of role type of thing. Or whichever dynamic y'all choose to have. Because the typical relationship...
Every new syllable could set off a stuttering spasm.
Negative part. In my experience, he's one of the most severe stutterers I have ever seen. And I've been in stuttering for 20 years.
Sorry. Ugh, it's a Monday. The typical relationship format doesn't necessarily mean one size fits all right? There's people that, where the situation is reversed, right? Where the guy submits to a woman. Now, I don't subscribe to that, but I know there are people that actually do it. So I try not to be very, so one-dimensional. But, as far as this comment is concerned, I feel like there is some truth to that, where it's if you are the man a woman wants to be with, she will naturally kind of give to you a little bit more, right? Not saying that's a negative thing, but more so in a sense that she kind of gives you more of that leadership thing because it benefits her to kind of do that. Meaning okay, women make choices from their emotions, and making choices from your emotions. I haven't looked at this camera in a second. Women make choices from their emotions, right? But the choices you make from your emotions aren't exactly always the best choices, if you catch my drift. Oh, Jesus. Dexter's got to go into Burger King because he forgot his damn breakfast at the house that his girlfriend bought him, all right? That's what happens when you do things half sleep.
Hi, welcome to Burger King, where you rule. Would you like to try 2 cookies for $1?
Nah. Can I get the number 8, please? Hello?
Small, medium, or large?
Large, please.
And what would you like to drink?
Shoot, Coke, please.
Large with a Coke, anything else?
That is it.
All right, 9:34, come on out.
All right, thank you. Real big back activities. Nigga, what? I like Burger King. What the hell you thought I was gonna say? Oh, in all seriousness, I had to take a brief intermission because I needed something to eat. I was getting hungry, and I got tired of holding the damn phone. But anyway, right, far as submitting to a relationship, look, both parties submit to the relationship. As much as I hate to admit to my homeboy that he's right, it's just that we both submit in different ways, all right? She will submit to your leadership if you are the right kind of guy, all right? Now, as far as it being on a man's end, look, I've had my own sister tell me this, so I know the thing is credible, right? Now, you can't be the kind of man that is out here making poor decisions, all right? If you're out here making poor decisions, that affects everyone. Meaning like, okay, your girl can kind of make little funny decisions and stuff like that. But as far as us, we got to be on point, all right? Because we're supposed to be the leaders. What? I like hash browns. Look, as far as the woman's end is concerned, your whole end would be trusting in his decision making. Meaning like, okay, when I make choices, the way a man's supposed to make choices, you make choices for the overall. You don't make choices for just yourself. You make choices that benefit everybody. You do the heavy lifting. You move the couch. Like, okay, shouldn't no girl be picking up no 60-pound bag of trash? You know what I mean? They're not designed to be picking up weight like that. Okay, meaning like, me and my girlfriend do grocery all day, right? She does the planning, like she picks the groceries. Because if it's up to me, we gonna be eating Scooby snacks at this motherfucker, all right? I'm not a good shopper. I know that about myself, all right? So she typically has a whole list of things she has when we go grocery shopping, all right? My end of that situation would be to lift the groceries, because I'm not gonna have my girlfriend pick up nothing heavy. I've never had my mother do it. I've never had my sister do it. But that's my end of the contribution to the relationship. You know what I mean? So we both come together to make that work, if that makes sense. Like, okay, let's say we go out, right? Let's just say for sake of argument. Look, a drunk dude and a drunk woman are two different things. A drunk woman, you can kind of restrain a drunk woman. Like, you get a dude that's too drunk, that's 200 and something pounds of dead weight, or 200 pounds of drunk man, all right? Typically speaking, when we go out, right, just from my personal stance, I don't get too drunk. I might have one or two, all right? And if I do get drunk, I'm in an environment where I feel comfortable enough to get drunk. I let her get drunk. That's just my personal take on it. Because, you know, it's better for one of us to be drunk. Because, okay, I've been in situations where, you know, you be drunk and then a fight break out. Like, you know, that's the type of stuff you got to, you know, watch out for as a man. A fight break out, right? Your girl is just drunk and in the moment. You might have to carry her out that club. That's submitting to the relationship. Meaning, like, you're doing that for her benefit per se, right? Because if both of y'all drunk, because this has happened to me a lot while I've been drunk. Stuff will happen while we're both drunk. She'll turn to me. Hey, so where we going next? And I'm drunk, so I don't know. But if I'm sober, I can kind of think my way through it a little bit. Well, not necessarily sober. If I'm of sound mind and coherence, right? That's me being able to execute, you know, decision making in a critical moment. Does that make sense? That's the reason. If you really want to know why I never really get too drunk, it's because stuff happens when you're drinking, And I got to be able to like I got to be able to like navigate my way through that. So that's just, you know, what I feel like I contribute to it. But as far as her, even on her end, right? Let's take it from the woman's perspective. You can't be the kind of girl, and a lot of y'all women do this, where y'all will go out and y'all will start a fight because you're just in your feelings, you're drunk, you don't care. Submitting to the relationship is not putting your man in the position to where he has to defend your honor. Meaning, like, you don't go out, start talking a bunch of slick shit to a bunch of people you don't know because you're drunk. All right? That is submitting to a relationship. Don't put your man in a position to where he got to fight 3 people. That is a very uncomfortable position to be in. Case in point, right? Me and my older cousin used to ditch my sister for that exact reason. Like, we'd go out with Daisha. Daisha would like reject some guy, and my sister would be really, call a spade. She was on some bullshit. And that same guy would get mad, come back up to us later, and we would about have to fight him. All right? That's not no position you want to put your man in. All right? So, you know, that's kind of like in the sense of putting the man's respect first from her end, if that makes sense. Hit my keys. But to wrap all this up in a little bow, because I actually get to eat my food, and I don't want to feel like chewing on camera. Look, a woman does submit to a man, but a man also submits to a woman. Now, I don't like, but the submission would be classified as leadership, if that makes sense. Meaning, like, you make the decision to make smart choices for her. Not saying you're making, like, decisions for her, but, like, okay, you make sure, you know, some of her decisions don't affect her negatively just based off emotion because she's feeling that emotion at that moment. You know what I mean? And she serves you in reverse for giving you comfort and, you know, support and all the things that you know, want to do in your life. But it's the relationship is like a hybrid. So it benefits both people to, you know, the long and the short of it, to really work together, you know. But, you know, that was something my homeboy sent me, and I'm getting the hiccups from this damn hash brown. That was something my homeboy sent me. I really just wanted to touch on it because he ain't sent me none in a minute. So I figured I'd do whatever he sent first. So it's Monday. I'm still waiting for my truck to get jumped off. And y'all have a good day. And go to hell because it's Monday. Yeah, that's how you end the video.